Hey, what's going on at this
Hello.
at this Japanese school?
Yes, we are allowed to be here. This isn't, we are not suspicious people.
No, we're very normal. This is exactly where we're supposed to be. It looks pretty lively here. There's a few people sitting outside.
Well, what would
Looks
we
like fun.
be doing here? Like a school? Is anything going on at a school?
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
something's
lots of stuff going on at the school.
on at a school.
Yeah, this school is really amazing because they found out an easy way to stop bullying. Have you heard about it?
Mm, is it by showing everybody your OnlyFans account?
No, I
I
think
mean,
that would be the
that
I
would
think that
get
would be the
you like really
opposite. That would be
popular.
the opposite of stopping bullying.
Maybe, I mean, half of the people would probably be like really into it, and then that half can protect you against the other half who's
Hmm.
writing stuff on your desk and putting flowers on there and putting the thumbtacks into your shoes in the locker and
Thumbtacks, not raw meat.
I mean, that's a very novel idea. I hope nobody's thought of that before.
It could lead
Sure.
to something bad if they did.
Right. So, what are you doing against bullying besides recreating the plot of Emergence?
Well, if there's still bullying, then the way to get rid of it, you get rid of the school, like Yuko
Ah,
was doing.
yeah, that's one way. No school, no bullying,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Can't be bullied if you're not physically in a place, right?
You didn't prepare the gif of the guy who's pointing at his forehead, like, I can't do this if you don't do this.
No, I did not. Was
But
this?
that's what Yuko is doing. Like,
Yeah, basically.
crack the code.
Yeah,
Doesn't
this
even
was
have a forehead to tap.
no, just brains,
So
all brains.
last time she got big for
We don't know
some
why.
reason.
Yeah,
Um, so the sister of the War Devil showed up, and everybody was like, oh, "Who could it be?" There's if War has
yeah,
siblings,
could
then
be
it must be the
three.
four horsemen of the
That's
dark
right.
web, and um, everybody was wrong about it. Only I was correct.
Were you? Were you really?
I must have said the correct thing, right?
I don't think you said the correct thing.
Everybody go back to the video and check if I said the correct thing.
Maxie did not say the correct
Spoilers. Anyways,
thing.
it was famine,
Yeah,
and
that's
some
right.
people got really mad about the translation of the name.
Hmm.
What's her name? What is it in Japanese again?
Uh,
Ga ga something with
Kiga,
ga.
Kiga,
Oh
Kiga.
right, Kiga.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah,
she's
we
she's
don't.
not actually in this chapter we're looking at right
Isn't
now.
she? She isn't.
No, so yeah, we're looking at chapter 109 first.
Okay.
Um,
What happened in 109? I don't
yeah,
remember.
Yuko
You have
Yuko
to
destroys
retell
the
me.
school. Oh,
Okay.
do we need to stop and do a quick summary since this was so long ago?
Summarize it, please.
All right, so this chapter was the one where Yuko has grown really big and she just starts destroying the school.
Mm-hmm.
And she also sees Asa kind of hurt and then spots the remaining bully that got away because last time she killed a couple of the bullies.
Mm-hmm.
One got away. And I also remember a lot of people were looking at her having short light hair and wondering if she's like the Asa to the famine devil,
Hmm.
but it's not. I
No, it's
I
not.
did a comparison of their freckles and they're different.
The main thing you can determine if it's famine or not is if she's wearing the earrings.
Yeah, well, you never know. Maybe she could spawn earrings when she transforms. Ooh,
Hmm.
who knows? But I think it's not the same person.
Yeah, it's not.
Um, and then Denji appears,
Oh,
and
right. That was what
yeah,
happened.
he shows up out of nowhere, and he's mainly there to show this girl, the bully who Yuko is grabbing, that he's Chainsaw Man.
He doesn't care that she's a bully. He's
Well, he doesn't
dealt
know.
with people who are technically
That's
bullies. He's
right.
been
Yeah.
friends with them.
Yeah, he's
And
gone on dates with bullies. He knows so many girls who have personally tried to kill him before, so he is not scared of it. He's
I want to
probably
see a
into it.
lineup of all the girls who tried to kill Denji. Could there be such a thing, maybe?
Yeah, I'll try to find an image of that. Maybe when he's sitting somewhere and they're all watching him. But yeah,
Hint,
so
visit Percy's Twitter for
So-
more information.
Yuko tries to fight Denji using her mind reading powers, thinking, "Oh, I can beat him if I read his mind and figure out what he's planning to do." But it turns out that, unfortunately
Denji
for
isn't
Yuko,
planning.
yeah, Denji, well, he is planning. It's just that his only plan is I need to be seen by people so that they know my secret identity. And that's his entire thought process. And the rest of it is basically like, what does
instinct.
Luffy call it when he does the
Ultra instinct.
No.
Shaggy mode.
when Luffy goes into idiot mode. When he fights Eminem.
Shaggy mode.
Shaggy mode.
He's
That's what Denji
blowing
is
it.
doing.
Oh, you meant when he that's a different mode.
Yeah, that's
When he just becomes he becomes, I think it was Gomu Gomu no Bull, but that
That's
was
what
in
Denji
Japanese,
is
and it doesn't really
during
make
this
any
fight.
sense because we don't have an onomatopoeia for
Mhm. for
spacing
being
out.
stupid.
In
Unfortunately.
Japanese, it's just Bull.
We'll have to borrow it. Oh. So this is Denji Chainsaw Bull.
I suppose. Isn't it funny how this explains that Shin from Sakamoto Days wouldn't stand a chance against Denji just because he can't read his mind?
Yeah, exactly.
And that this is the one weird trick to defeat him. Mind readers hate it.
That's right. I'm
Just
sure it'll happen in Sakamoto Days. He's gonna have to fight someone who goes purely by instinct.
Since he's the main character, he's the good guy. They get around it by saying that now he can read the deep mind of somebody and like the unconscious thoughts about what kind of movements they're going to make, that the brain is going to do.
Oh, okay.
I think
so. He's basically gained a Sharingan now.
technically yes, and I don't like it. I thought it was better when he was just mind reader and not trying to tap into weird knowledge that's impossible for him to.
After Yuko is defeated, then Asa gets taken over by Yoru. And Yoru is like, Chainsaw Man, time to fight. So it's like a cliffhanger for the next one of, oh, are they going to have a battle?
Yeah.
So the next chapter was chapter 110.
What a good number.
Yeah. So here we see Yoru is ready to fight, and Denji is still just like, I want this girl to know my secret identity. So he's offering to show his human form. And then Yoshida cockblocks him with his tentacle. But also
that's some good pictures of Yoru / Asa.
It is, yeah. But also saves him from having to fight Yoru. After
Since
that,
when is he basically teleporting him with a tentacle? Is that how it works?
I don't know, because he grabs him, and then the next time you see him, he's holding Denji upside down with the tentacles. So it's like, is that a teleport? Because it looked before when Devil Hunters use their contracted devil's powers, it is sort of like they come out of nowhere. But on the other hand, there's times like when they're trapped in the Eternity Devil, and it's like, oh, well,
can teleport in or out.
Can't teleport
trapped
into
here.
So I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that he's literally teleported or just he got dragged away so fast that Yoru didn't see where he went.
Possibly.
I can't tell.
We'll
have to wait for the anime to see how that happens. In like a decade or so. How long is it going to take? Part one
I would say we would
short,
get
so maybe a couple
I would
years.
say we'll get the next season of Chainsaw Man in 1.5 years.
Yeah, but
so
I don't think the next season is going to finish part one.
I'm going to say autumn 2024.
Okay. Yeah, but I doubt that another season will finish part 1. So it'll still be 2 seasons after that till we get
So
to
then
this.
maybe that season will be going on for 26 episodes.
Doubt.
And fine, okay. Wait, on in 2024, then 1.5 years. So let's say 26, and then part 2 can start, and that's 28.
Yeah. Okay.
5
Write
years.
that down. That's your prediction.
It's my prediction.
Part 2 will begin.
I'm known for the veracity of my arguments. Yes, sometimes they become true.
Yeah, so one thing I was wondering here is Denji definitely notices you're attacking him, or at least standing up to him before he turns his attention to the bully. And I'm wondering, does he recognize her as like the same girl as Asa on the rooftop? Do you think? Because they'd already talked before.
Denji and this girl?
No, Denji and Asa have already talked before this.
Oh, he doesn't even notice her.
He did before on the end of the previous chapter.
Did he?
Yeah. Yoru stands up and is like, Chainsaw Man, and then Denji sort of turns. Is like, yeah. See over there. He definitely noticed her.
Didn't you have anything to say about her?
I do not.
Half naked girl?
Yeah,
Denji would say something.
It's actually kind of weird that that he turned his attention back to the other girl.
Could it be that Fujimoto changed his mind in between 2 chapters?
I don't think so. Because
anyways,
yeah, I'm gonna say that it's just because he had seen this girl first, and then when she is being like, "Don't eat me," that's when he turns his attention fully to her. And otherwise, he would have kept talking to Yoru. Yeah, because exactly, if the girl is only in her underwear, then for sure a teenage boy would be like, "I'm gonna talk to you more."
Especially Denji.
Yeah.
What happens next? I don't remember.
After that, you don't remember any of this, do you? So after
you have
that,
to show me.
Asa goes home. Doesn't really show what happens with the school and with Yoshida and Denji. It's just assumed that Yoshida takes him away and nobody gets to see his identity. And then in the middle of the night, Asa wakes up and hears a ding dong at her door.
And it's
She's
Yuko.
Like, who's there? Yeah. And
Yuko says, I'm gonna go away now. Bye.
Kind of. Well, that's the entirety of the following chapter.
She was really cute in this
she was
makeshift outfit.
Yeah.
In her half monster form that is begging probably to be killed in a Dark Souls game.
Yeah, except in this, instead of begging to be killed, at the beginning of the next chapter, she says that she's going to run away and find a relative of hers who is a devil hunter, so she can try to find a way to turn back to human. And they have a cute little conversation as well.
That was a good moment. And then you're like, what a nice conclusion to this situation.
Yeah,
to this
like,
friendship that
good friends.
may go on forever and ever. And we're so glad that Yuko survived all of this, and that she gets to live for another 50 years of more Yuko.
Yeah, we got faked out with Yuko's death at the school, and then she came back, and then she got killed again by Denji, and then she came back. But then, unfortunately, at the end of this chapter, she runs away. And there's a nice little montage showing, like, everyone sleeping.
Right.
It's like, oh,
She
that's
even
cute.
she's doing the Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man thing where she's realizing that, hey, I can jump from roof to roof. This is cool. And then we do get to see what everybody's doing, and we especially get to see what Denji is doing
Yeah,
in this particular moment.
sleeping.
So who was phone?
Yeah, because after that we see Yuko got
Somebody
cut
getting
up
a peek at her
by
crotch,
Chainsaw Man. Yeah, this is the pervy
trying to
part
figure
of
out what an
Chainsaw Man.
octopussy is.
Yeah. That was like after 2 fake outs of her death. Then there's another death, and it's like, is this a fake out too? Can she survive this? She's gotten cut up so much before. I don't think
Sadly.
we've seen a hybrid get completely decapitated and come back before, though, have we? Denji got cut in half that one time.
Denji can come back when you pull the string.
Mm-hmm. Yuko does not have a string to pull.
Yeah. So the question is, who is this if it's not Denji?
Yeah,
Could there
big
be
mystery.
a second Chainsaw Man? Because even she's like, Chainsaw Man? Question mark?
Yeah. Makes you wonder, because all you can see is a shadow. So it's like, there's something different about this Chainsaw Man than normal.
Because we're not allowed to see it. Do you remember what I said? What we said?
What did you say?
I don't know who came up with it first. But could this be the Chainsaw Man devil?
Yeah.
The manifestation of people's fear of Chainsaw Man turned
But people love
into...
Chainsaw Man.
Maybe that's because he'll be weaker than the real Chainsaw Man.
But still able to kill a sleeping Yuko.
It would be kind of funny, but at the same time, I think it was stated that the fear of the Gun Devil is also feeding the Gun Devil. So
Right.
I
It doesn't
think
create
that
a new,
means... Yeah, I
new
don't
devil.
think it creates a new, because that would just create an infinite loop of devils that get
because
born.
that's also why Makima talks about how Chainsaw Man becoming popular decreased his power, because it's the fear of Chainsaw Man has now gone down.
Did the fear of the devils also contribute to the power of a devil? If devils are afraid of it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because everybody's afraid of him,
Chainsaw
because
Man.
when he eats you, you're gone.
Yeah, you can't respawn if he eats you. What a mystery.
Anyways, that was that chapter.
Yeah, that was that chapter. One question I did have about this, though, is that Yuko says to Asa that the Justice Devil is at our school and don't make a contract with the Justice Devil. And one thing I was thinking about that's like a bit different is every time we've seen before somebody who has a transformation like Yuko has, they're either a fiend or a hybrid. And people who simply have a contract with the devil, then they can summon tools or weapons or parts of the devil or use their powers, but they don't have a transformation like this.
Usually it costs something.
Yeah, like Aki has to pay the cost of having that weird haircut. And Himeno
once it
has
got
the cost of her
explained,
eye.
I was okay with it.
But yeah, what's with Yuko's appearance? Like, why does she have a kind of hybrid form? That also, come to think of it, why is Justice so tentacly?
Good question.
Yeah.
Even in the first chapter of part 2, we already got some weird transformations.
Weird
so
looking.
it's...
But that was also the Justice Devil.
It's the same one. I don't think there is an underlying principle behind what you do with the Justice Devil. It just happens to be this way. Okay. Maybe there is a potential that if you make a contract with any devil, they are going to be like, I'm into transformations. You can have this.
Like, some of them like transformations, some of them don't.
If you are a hottie, then and you ask the Fox Devil, like, can
Yeah.
I have a transformation? She might say yeah.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna say she might say no because it would ruin your looks.
I mean, she might, but if you like, you can have. If I transform, I get one of those magical girl naked transformations where you can kind of see the silhouette.
You
Of
think
me
that's what the
being
Fox
naked?
Devil wants?
She would want that, right?
Uh-huh. She's the horny devil as well.
This is my this is my headcanon now. If you ask the if you are hot enough and the Fox Devil would want to see you naked. I mean, she technically, if you call out to her, she immediately comes, right?
Yeah.
If you have a contract. So, like, is she constantly visible
always
and
watching?
omnipresent and always watching, or like
good
what's how does it work?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's a mystery. We'll never know. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of the rules for how the devils work is not completely explained to us. We got the thing
And
about
it-
how contracts
probably
only work
shouldn't
between
be.
humans and devils, so fiends can't make
Right.
contracts.
Right. Huh. Now
But
that you mention that.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things that are kind of mysterious so far.
A lot of things probably shouldn't be explained.
Yeah.
We should just read the manga
listen
and
to
don't
it.
think too hard about it. Even though there are clear rules, but sometimes it's just this would be cool if it was like this.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
If we don't listen, if we don't pay attention to it, then what are we doing here? One other thing I just thought about is I had said like, oh, the bully is not the famine devil.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, wait, why does it specifically show her in this?
Just to
page?
show that she's alive.
Just to show that she survived? Is it really that important?
And that she has an unpleasant sleep because she was almost killed and
and her friends got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Asa
maybe
can't
because
sleep.
we don't have any other characters that we're allowed to show. For instance, we wouldn't be allowed to see Yoshida.
What do you mean? He's right there.
What's he
I
doing?
know, it's supposed to be Nayuta and all the dogs.
It's a sneaky, very sneaky foreshadowing for everybody who's forgotten what Denji's deal was at the end of Chainsaw Man Part 1.
Yeah, he gets to live in Aki's apartment still, with all of Makima's dogs, and also with Nayuta, who's the respawned Makima. Yeah.
Then what happens next?
Well, that is basically the end of the Yuko arc. So
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, Yuko. So sad. I'm sure she'll be back. She's come back twice already. Why not?
Because humans never come back.
Aww.
Only devils come back.
Yeah, but she's been killed twice.
And
she's half devil here. Look at her.
I'm not holding my breath.
Me neither. I'm just putting out my hopes into the world, because I feel like also it would be really sad for Yuko to
find out that
from Asa's perspective, for Yuko to have died off screen and she never knows it.
Yeah,
kind of sucks.
That would be really sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, what happens next?
Next is a new arc, so I wanted to do a different video for it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all of the Yuko arc.
Okay.
We're done with Yuko.
Okay.
Yeah. Our justice is only just beginning.
Oh no!